Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you people doing here? So I'm back here with another new England Patriots video. Hold up, let me turn this light off, and there we go. I guess it's better right now. So yeah, I know my lighting isn't the best. Forgive me for that. It's just the way it is. So right now, what I want to talk to you people about is about my New England Patriots and the offense, because obviously, if there is one thing I've accepted this season is that the 2022 New England Patriots offense flat out sucks. I mean, I really don't know where the hell I'm supposed to begin with just the dreadful Patriots offense, because if you think about it, from the time that Tom Brady left the team, it was up to Bill Belichick to build up the offensive roster. And so far, man, look, as much as I appreciate what Bill Belichick has done in New England, I mean, he's really done a pretty bad job of trying to, assemble a really good Patriots offensive roster in the post-Brady era, because obviously, right now, I think that it really falls on Bill Belichick's inability to build a good Patriots offense, especially to give quarterbacks like Mac Jones and or Bailey Zappi a good offense. That's what's ultimately been the downfall for the Patriots this past season, because, I mean, on the defensive side of the ball, we have a superb defense. Josh Uche, Matt Judon, arguably one of the best pass rusher duos in the NFL, and it just really frustrates me that the offense can't complement the defense, because if only we had a good offense this season that could move the ball down the field, then we would be in talks for being Super Bowl contenders. I can almost guarantee you that, especially with the way how our defense has been playing. Like, this Patriots offense so far, man, has been frustrating to watch, and I personally think we have the worst offensive roster in the NFL, because the only good player we really have on offense that can make somewhat of an impact on this year's Patriots offense that I'm talking about right now is Ramondre Stevenson, and that's about it, because besides him, for the rest of the players, man, the rest of the Patriots players on offense are just flat out average, especially our tight ends, our receivers. I mean, they just freaking are not really that good, okay? And it's a shame, because honestly, man, I personally hope that in the offseason, Bill Belichick learns how to build a good offensive roster, because, I mean, the Patriots offense, man, no excuses for the Patriots having this piss poor of an offense, because that's what's ultimately been the Patriots' downfall this past season. And until we figure out how to rebuild a good offensive roster like how we had one in 2017, in 2016 and 17 and 2015 as well, etc., especially the previous years, well, besides 2013, if only we can figure out how to build out a good offensive roster again, then we will continue to be an average team at best. I hate to see it, man, but this is, I think, a fact that every Patriots fan needs to accept, because no excuses for us having a really bad offense, especially with all that salary cap we had last offseason. I mean, I really thought that with the players we signed on offense that they were going to make an impact, but so far, Bill Belichick, him signing all those players, just him overpaying for a bunch of average players on offense, especially the tight end that we signed, so far, a lot of those players have not made an impact on this offense at all, and that's where it really lies with Bill Belichick's inability to build a good offensive roster in the post-Brady era, because, I mean, Bill Belichick, I personally think that he should learn to finally start taking accountability for his actions. I mean, his decisions he makes, because, I have to be a bit critical of Belichick, because as much as I like him as a head coach, as a GM so far in the post-Brady era, he's done a pretty abysmal job of trying to give Mac Jones a good offensive roster and or Bailey Zappi, depending on who's the quarterback. Me personally, I think Bailey Zappi should be the starting quarterback for the Patriots. Why the hell is he not getting more starting opportunities is beyond me, especially considering that he had 3 games where he had a passer rating of 100 or more, and for him to not be given more starting opportunities over Mac Jones is kind of ridiculous, if you honestly ask me, but that's besides the point here, because obviously, basically, with all that money we had last offseason, I personally feel like we could have used that money to sign a really good offensive player. Like, for example, with that money we had, maybe we could have used that money to go after Stephon Diggs. If the Minnesota Vikings were going to trade Stephon Diggs, then maybe Bill Belichick could have called up the Minnesota Vikings and offered maybe even a first-round pick for Stephon Diggs, because I personally would have been willing to give up a first-round pick for Stephon Diggs, one of the best receivers in the NFL, if not the best receiver in the NFL, just because look what he's doing in Buffalo right now. He's a big reason for Buffalo's success these past 2 seasons from the time Buffalo got him. And it makes me realize that if we would have maybe given Minnesota a call and used that salary cap money to sign Stephon Diggs, then just imagine how good this Patriots offense would have been, you know, because it's like, if you see a player that's available on the market, you should go get him. And, you know, Bill Belichick, I really wish he would have made that decision to call up Minnesota and ask for Stephon Diggs, because obviously right now, if you compare the Bills offense and the Patriots offense, the Buffalo Bills, they have a way better functioning offense than we do, because our offense just absolutely sucks. It sucks. There's no excuses for this really bad, pathetic Patriots offense. It's just complete trash. And this is why I really wish Bill Belichick would needs to, or why I think he should finally learn how to build a good offensive roster, because it's like, you don't have Tom Brady anymore on the team, okay? You don't have Brady anymore. It's like, you got to learn how to go after good offensive players that can make an impact on this team. Seriously, you have to. There's no other way to say this. And why didn't Bill Belichick, you know, want to address the offense this offseason is really beyond me, you know? So yeah, as much as I appreciate what Bill Belichick has done as a head coach, the decisions he makes as a GM are pretty questionable and just very head scratching, if you want to know my honest opinion. And this is just me providing constructive criticism for Bill Belichick, because here's the thing, man. Belichick, he finally needs to learn how to build a good offense without Brady. Okay, it's like, you don't have Brady to bail you out anymore. You don't have Tom Brady to back you up. So what he could do right now is finally learn how to basically provide the Patriots offensive roster better receivers and tight ends, because that's what we really need, receivers and tight ends, because we don't have any good receivers and tight ends. We don't have any good ones that can, you know, make an impact on the roster like how Gronkowski did, you know, still trying to figure out who can be the one that can replace Gronkowski, who can replace Edelman, and Danny Amendola, and all those, you know, really good offensive players we had 5 years ago, because now obviously trying to replace them has been, I mean, I feel like we could have maybe replaced them when we had all that money in salary cap, but I guess right now with Bill Belichick's decision making, it really leaves your head scratching. Is what is Bill Belichick's plan on how to, you know, make the Patriots offense an actual legitimate elite one, like how we did 5 years ago, like how we had 5 years ago. So that's pretty much it here with the video. Yeah, see you. Let me know what you think.